So this is Annie's unbelievable Earthbag kitchen. This cracks me up. This kitchen is bigger than, well, it's bigger than about 3 people's houses in the UK, I think. Past the wonderful arch over here. Now, here's Annie. How big is this structure?
From buttress to buttress at each end, 20 metres by 20 metres.
But inside?
Inside, I think the kitchen itself is roughly around about 10 by 10.
Oh, only 10 by 10 inside.
Oh, 13. Could be 13.
Yeah, it looks bigger than 10 to me.
Yeah.
13 metres by
about,
13.
Yeah, about 13, yeah. And the pantry's 7 by 3.
Oh, yes, of course. So in here, first of all, we've got a pantry. This is where, this is so clever. It's completely dark, obviously, because it's a storage space. And it's working really well. It's always super cool in there, isn't it?
Yes.
And let's go in here and have a look, because it's brilliant. Look at this, folks. Look at this. Now, everything in here, really, everything's just used upcycled stuff. So, you know.
Even the dog.
Even the dog. Amelia, you upcycled? Everything's upcycled. We'll start with the bags. So, how many bags have you got in this structure?
I'm guessing around about 3,000.
And who laid them?
Me.
I don't know how Annie did this. It is beyond my comprehension, but she did. Now, I'm just pointing onto one feature we all love. This is the cat stairs here that you're looking at right now. The cats have their food halfway up so the dogs can't get it. I think that's rather genius and they can go all the way up. And this part of the wall here is brick. Now, why did you start with brick, Annie? Was it mud brick or normal brick?
I just wanted an internal wall being brick.
Oh, right, okay.
That's what I wanted, yeah, to be different. I just wanted the outside to be bags.
Right.
And the inside brick.
And then
Double
what happened?
I realised that I didn't have enough bricks and it took me at least a day to do 2 rows because it's double brick. And I just said, nah, that's it, I'm earthbagging it.
Yeah, and it's been fine. I doubted this, but the bags are sitting fine on that wall. You've kind of interlocked them in, haven't you, there?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why it works. You see all the wood's been upcycled. This is obviously a work in progress, not finished yet. Clearly, it's not plastered yet. The carpet's on the floor only here to stop the dust. It's going to be an earth floor later, right?
Yes.
Yep. And let's look at the ceiling, because I think this is just such a feat. I would have been having a few sleepless nights about this, because the span is pretty big. How big is the span of that roof then? 13 metres? Presumably.
16.
16?
Yes, from the span. Oh, in the internal?
Yeah.
You're looking around about 13.
13 must be, right?
Yes, but I still had to incorporate the metre each side outside the building.
For your eaves.
Yeah.
Right. So you wanted to use all the wood that you had here.
Yes.
And if we go up here, you can see how you spliced it all together. This is a pro job. There we are, there's one example. So would you like to run through how you did it?
Okay, so I have to remember now.
Seems like you cut it to
yes, it's got to be a certain width. It's got to be, I think it was one. If I was doing 100, honestly, no, I can't. I'll have to go back and check because it depends on the thickness of the wood.
Yep.
And the depth of the wood.
As to how you're going to do it.
And how much you actually cut it
in
on the diagonal. Yes.
Got it. Look at the research that went into that, and then you've glued them and screwed them as well.
Yes.
So and you've created this span out of how many pieces of wood?
Oh,
like one of them is like 3 bits.
One of them could be 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either 3 pieces or 4 pieces.
And then on the uprights, you've got the supports in the middle here. That those are four bits of wood.
4 bits of wood, 90
bolted
by 90.
together.
Yep.
To create basically what would be like a 20 by 20 normally. Yeah. So that's what you've done all the way through. You've got just like bolted and spliced bits of wood together to create a structure. This is super solid. I mean, it really is working, but it is because of Annie's research, I would say. Amazing feat, this, really. So what are your plans now?
To start earth plastering on the outside first. Because of the
Earth plastering.
We're coming to summer.
Yep, you're coming to summer.
Yes.
We've already had a workshop here, so you've got your nice bottle windows in. That were done by the workshop people. The windows, did you have any trouble with the windows? These are all pieces you've used and gathered as well, aren't they? The windows and the doors.
Yeah, we
so
purchased all of it
ingenious.
second hand.
Right.
And the only problem we had with putting in the windows is we left the glass in, and because of the ramming of the earth bags, some of the windows don't close properly now.
Yeah, this is a typical problem. I've never seen, so far, people come up with all these ways to solve this problem. None of them work, in my opinion. You always get with Earthbag building pressure on the windows. Just be aware of that. But I think this is pretty much as good as it gets, Annie, because they're better than mine were, and they're better than a lot of people's are. So
well,
you put the door in place already, and
yes.
the windows in fully complete with the glass,
yes.
and then built around.
Yes.
And
also, when we put the windows in, I wasn't quite sure, still don't know whether it's correct, but we actually left the windows a little bit open, just in case if we wound them all in, and we earth bagged it around, it wasn't sure whether we were going to be able to open the windows, so we actually left the windows open.
Do you think? Right, and now
I'm
you
not
can't
sure
close them.
Oh, we can close them. I think this is the ones that we can close.
Yeah.
Yep, that's one window that we can close completely.
I'm just showing here your anchors because you've anchored them all in. Can't see it here on the video, but there's anchors here. Attached, this is how you attach the door frames and window frames in via anchors. Very difficult to see. We might see over here. No, they're too difficult. They're all buried. But yes.
There's about every 3 bags we put in an anchor.
And how many, this is a huge square building, so you need buttresses. And how many have you got? There's plenty outside. I'll go and show them in a minute.
Outside. Don't remember how many, but every 10 feet there is a buttress.
Yeah, let's just go and have a look at those so people can see. If you are building a very, very large round or any kind of square structure, you need a buttress every 10 feet, as Annie says, every 3 meters or so. You can see them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, you see? Amazing job, Annie. And that's not the only one, because over there is her bedroom, and she did that too.